You know, the Hi everyone. Hello Suraj. This is mostly Mondays. No, most I forget the program. Mostly Mondays, yeah. Weekly ones. So, since Zoom is on in progress, when will you progress in life? Recording is in progress. Anyway, this was first time I had a body class, Nisha. Oh my God. 2 days I was trying to crack jokes and people were not laughing, and I had to tell them.
Laughing?
They were not laughing because I had to tell them this is a joke and you can laugh. And they still didn't get the joke. Oh my God, it was difficult. So,
Interesting.
very interesting. And so, where is the lady who asked for self-sabotage? Is that what she said? Who is it? Somebody did ask,
Yes,
right?
I'm here.
You're here, right? Hi. Tell me
Hi.
about your sabotages. I mean, okay. What is it that brings up a sabotaging energy in you? Who are you sabotaging? And with that sabotage, what are you getting?
Okay. So I'm sabotaging myself,
What
and
is the
what
value?
I'm doing.
What is,
Sorry.
what is the value of sabotaging yourself? Are you being the fifth element? Are people asking for that? Are you
Fifth,
catering to what people are asking for? You want to be people pleaser again, being the fifth element? What is it
yeah,
about?
fifth element. Fifth element.
So, yeah, so in every way, all the polarities that you've locked up in that invite a lot of drama, trauma, pain and suffering, positive and negative polarity, will you destroy and uncreate, right? Wrong, good, bad, purple line, shows, boys for bad, and beyonds. So, what do you love about giving people what they're asking for? Acha,
It's
bacha.
easy. Yeah, acha bacha. It's easier. Less conflict.
So, everywhere you're avoiding defending a conflict and trying to prove that you're really good because you don't want to take any other alternative judgment that can come your way. Will you please destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shows, bias, for bad, and beyond. So, what does self sabotage mean to you?
So, creating, the life that I mean, just noticing from last 15 years, been creating new choices different from how the life has been. Once the choice is created, after that, like within a year or so, it just becomes unbearable. The trauma starts, abuse starts, uh,
So you
you
like
know,
to build it up and
and
then no. So is that Nirali? Do
yeah,
you like build it up and then break it down so that you can create something else? Is that your boost that you're getting to create something else? Because now that this is destroyed, so first you have to create, then destroy and uncreate so that you can create again. Is that what you're doing? Do
yeah,
you
but
love?
it's more, it's like there's a reinforcement of this disappointment that it's not possible for me to create anything and anything good, because that's what every time something is falling apart, it just comes to get you don't deserve it, or you never did. And that is what is getting reinforced, that something is wrong with me.
So who said that to you when you were growing up? At what age? And what age are you being when somebody is kind of pinpointing that to you that you cannot create and you're only going to destroy it and or you're such a disappointment? And who had the expectations from you that they feel so disappointed that you perceived it and you locked it up in your body?
My parents, uh,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Not just your parents, right? And all those
Yeah.
disappointed people who are on the call, and those who will be watching this call later. I get that. So everywhere you have made them the source of your life because and everywhere you're seeking a validation or an approval from them and
Hmm.
invalidating yourself because um yeah, invalidating yourself in front of them so that they don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So, what is the value of being that fifth element? So, what secret agenda do you have that maintains and entrains whatever you know, be, receive, and perceive that you never have to trust what you know, be, receive, and perceive? And only trust those who have a secret agenda with you for controlling you.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
is this self sabotage keeping you in control? of never going outside the boundary, outside the lines, and creating something else, something new, something different.
Yes.
Wow, isn't that amazing? And all you're avoiding, defending, proving that goes on, all the structures of morality that lock you up in this reality, will you let that go now? Are you willing to? And you may not, because maybe this is also um, somewhere giving you a boost to kind of creating something new and different. And then you create something out of this. That, okay, my earlier creation went bad, now I'm going to create something new and better. And what if you did not have to create out of judgment of the previous creation? What if you never ever had to judge anything what you did and who you are and who you
That
could?
is so, that is very difficult to not
And
judge.
exactly, I know it is so difficult. I know that's why so access consciousness is all about getting you out of that judgment.
Hmm.
And so when you get your bars run, that's the first time that the electromagnetic waves of that polarity that we are carrying. And polarity is what is a creation that we have only created so that we don't go to a greater possibility. So when you look at a greater possibility, then you don't have to have the ups and downs or a roller coaster of life. This roller coaster is being created so that the polarity stays. So
Hmm.
all the insane points of view you have, okay, that are creating this, that you have to have a difficult life and a good bad reality, because
Hmm.
how much energy are you using to avoid the bad, then defend it, and defend yourself that you are really good, because if somebody is going to judge you, you're going to prove it to them that you're really good, rather than knowing that you are and who you are, what you are. And as a people have to tell you who you are, what you are, and then you will know. Will you please let that go now?
Yes.
So what if you could look out for awareness in everything that you do, and look out for everything, awareness of everything? So can you let people be who they are with their points of views and not make it significant and relevant?
Yes.
So if you have a point of view about, okay, no, this, if you do not have a point of view about anything, like, that's what Dane was saying when he spoke about his being you thing. And he's been saying that, you can change anything. Are you ready and willing to change anything? But if you have a point of view about it, then you cannot. And you
Hmm.
all want to see is only the good thing, which means you're polarizing yourself. Only one thing, only towards one thing.
Hmm.
And something that's not good has to be bad or ugly.
Hmm.
Does universe do this one side of the coin only, or does it do both sides of the coin?
Yeah, both sides.
Exactly, but we don't want to see the so anything that is light is what we want to see. Anything that is dark is something that we wouldn't want to see,
Hmm.
because we have a judgment regarding that. Right? So what would it be like if you were willing to generate and create more than you thought was possible with greater ease? What if it wasn't about good or bad? And what if it was not about the judgment? So if you do judgment, you will have to have equal parts of bad and equal parts of good.
Hmm.
And whenever you do that judgment, then you have to balance things out with the equal parts of positive and negative. So it's not that you're entirely negative, right? Are you?
No.
You have the positives as well, but then obviously the positives get shadowed.
Hmm.
But when you're seeking a greater possibility, doesn't matter wherever it's coming from, whether it's positive or negative, you will allow yourself to have it.
Hmm.
So how many of you all, have you heard that the only way you could experience the good is if you experience the bad? Only when you go through the dark will you experience the light. That is insanity. And how many of you have actually bought that as your reality? And is that the self-sabotaging ways are you talking about? So now I've had the light. Oh my God, now what am I going to do? I can't always be in light, right? So let me create darkness again.
Yeah. So for me, it is, I think, creating the, like you spoke about the fifth element.
Yeah.
So it is creating,
Get ambulance response service 24/7.
Who's that? Okay.
Yeah. So, as a fifth element, what I have noticed is that, um, I'm not understood the realities of my family. Even as a child, it was very confusing. And at some point, to be part of that family, I said, okay, if I am going to, if I'm being like them, then it will be easier for me to stay in the whole situation. And that is what has, that's what I noticed, that it's just easier to be the fifth element than to, it's not actually easy, but it's
Basically,
just
what you're
easier.
saying is it's easy to kill yourself than to be a person standing up for yourself, right? Is that what you're saying?
Because yeah, and what I'm noticing, that every time I do try to stand up, do try to do something
When
different.
you're trying to, wait, I'm interrupting, but if you
Yeah,
try to, which means you're not, because there's nothing called trying. You either are doing it or you're not doing it. So when we say that we are trying to stand up for ourselves, no, you do it or you don't. And when
hmm.
you have your back, that would also mean that you have to probably let go of your family and stand alone for yourself. And the only thing is, we don't want to be alone, so we will not let ourselves have that as a reality. We
Yeah,
wouldn't want to go against anyone to be called that, oh, you know what, she's such a misbehaved child, इन्होंने परवरिश ठीक नहीं करी है, or whatever that is, that they how terrible their upbringing is.
yeah.
And you don't want to be the effect of that. You want to add to this, Vandana?
Sorry, just unmuting. Yeah, so in my particular case, it's the opposite. In fact, if I create great jobs where I go as like CEOs and big, and then when I stand up to the super boss and stand up for myself, I end up losing the job. I find that,
And how much do you not want to do the job after some time that you get so bored that you create that, and so then you leave it? Can
but I
you
know
not
the money that
recognize?
I'm getting from it.
Yeah, but see, when you achieved what you wanted to, and now you're done, so you will create. I mean, that's what you've learned. That okay, now what? So I have to create an issue so that I can get out of this and ask for something else. And
So
guess what?
I
Yeah.
got the awareness that I've stopped creating work, and I keep saying I'm not getting work, but I've stopped creating it because I don't want to deal with all those clients and the
Yeah, but what
people.
is work to you?
I make ad films. I'm a
No,
producer.
no, 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 no. I know that you do that. What is work to you? Is that fun?
Yes, it's a lot of fun, except that the people who come attached to it. I'm a
Yeah.
loner. I don't even want to be in a relationship or a marriage or live with my family for that matter,
Correct.
because I don't want all the.
So are you perceiving their energy and then wanting to run away? Can you ask your body to create ease with these, because you like your work and your work is about having a team of people who can work with you? So could you ask your body to be to have ask your body for more ease?
Ease, yes.
Because
So
that
I love with my teams, but not with the clients and the agencies. Like, I don't like the demands, and when they start demanding and pushing me around, I say no.
So could you have somebody else doing that client servicing or whatever that is?
Oh no, as the owner of the company, I have to deal with the owners. So
And what else is possible that you can create ease with this also, or invite those kind of clients who are going to be compatible with you?
So I've started making myself very wrong. I feel why can't I get along with people? The people who are giving me work and all that. And as soon as they stop being my clients, we become great friends. This happened with a client. Now we
Yeah,
hang out together, we laugh about the times that we fought. And he's
yeah.
making films, and now he's also retired as a client.
So
But
you know what? When there is recognize the fact that you're in acoustical wavelength, okay,
mm,
and then when we are taught that we need to align and agree with everyone around us, so what we do is we magnetically charge ourselves in a way to be aligning with them, and that's see in this reality it's more like electrical, so positive and negative charges to everything, right? So when what we are actually is an acoustical wavelength, and but we are taught to put our bodies into this polarity that we're talking about, okay? And that obviously we are creating a lot of discomfort dis-ease, and a lot of things in our body because of that. And in order to avoid it, of course, you're avoiding, you're defending, and then you're proving how much of a loser I am, or if it swings the other way around, how much of a winner I am.
Yeah, I go into the defensive mode. I've been called defensive also.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So and since what you're avoiding, you're defending, you're stuck in that, and then you keep reinviting a lot of similar patterns.
Yeah, where I become defensive.
Yeah.
Right.
So, do you know the sense of peace occurs in our reality when there is somebody who is acoustically attractive? Because we are acoustical beings, and they're like, "Oh wow, I just had a lovely time with you." I just because there is no judgment in that,
Right.
and that's what Nirali is saying, that getting out of judgment is very difficult. Where I'm simply saying you don't have to get it. You want to judge others right now, continue with it. But
ये
one
कोई
one thing
और
you
है
can do
लेडी
it.
कविता, ये देखिए आंटी उसमें भी आ गई।
Hmm. Okay, he's telling his family, it seems.
Kavita, can you just mute all of
I
them?
did. He unmuted himself. I did.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody you know, or is it just someone who's spamming your Zoom call?
no, I've seen him earlier in the calls. I have no idea. So, yeah. So when you're electrical, so now what happens is when you're putting that acoustical wave into the electrical thing, now you get locked up in this.
Okay.
And what if you could recognize that if you could expand out
Hmm.
in all directions and do the expansion exercise on a regular basis with people who are insane and crazy? What if you have to just listen to them and still do what you would like to do and present it to them in a way that what they want to hear? That's called manipulation, right? Because you would like to work. Hi, Neetuji.
Hi, how are you?
Very
Because
well,
I'm
how are
seeing
you?
that I'm going into that victim mode also by that. Because I feel that they're being demanding, then I
So
become
does the victim
protective.
mode serve you? Does the victim mode serve you in terms of giving you money, in terms of creating more
No,
for you?
it serves me as in terms of losing money because then I go into defensive, then I start feeling like a victim that I'm being bullied. So I'm just seeing my pattern from what you are saying.
So when you go and take a top angle, top view of this entire thing, what is it that you can do to change this? And would you like to change this is a question.
Yes, definitely. That's why I'm here. Definitely.
Because if you can see your patterns, what is it that in this entire jigsaw puzzle that you've just elaborated, and so did Nirali, that okay, I can't do this. Yeah, and all the I can'ts are actually your AIs, right? They are
Hmm.
programming given to you, and that you think that you cannot undo. You do not have the power to undo that because
Correct.
you've already come to a conclusion. And that conclusion is more true and real. So all your conclusions and those are presumptive realities.
Yeah, and then I
So
become resentful of the person, and in that comes on in my body language and tone of voice and
so
in
truth
vibrations.
is so all the distractor implants that you're functioning from, all the Shiku implants, can you pocket about that?
Yes.
And are you resentful? Are you aware of their resentment towards you?
Ah, yes.
That and all of this does have an impact on your bodies, guys.
Maybe
I mean,
it's my potency as a female producer which threatens all the men I have to deal with. It's 90,
and
90.
are you judging that?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just
judging
coming to
that?
that conclusion actually right now.
And can you swing it to your advantage? How would you do
Yes.
that?
Yeah. By being more manipulative, by out manipulating them.
Yeah, but if you have a point of view about manipulation, you would not be able to manipulate them because you will get manipulated in this entire thing and you want to run away because you will feel, oh my God, I got played.
No, my point of view about manipulation is that I don't know how to manipulate people. I'm too straightforward and honest.
Ah, that's such a lie, right? Even victimhood is even the victimhood is a way of manipulating, by the way, sometimes.
Right,
So yeah.
right.
So here we are, we just wanting to even bring in that there's a new topic I've coined, which is modbot. I mean, modifying bodies, which is
Okay.
going to be like 10 calls for facilitating you with your bodies and the fat and the stuff going on in your bodies and the weight issues or whatever issues that you have. That's called mod bod. Okay? Modifying bodies. Because what if you didn't have to change your shape? What if you did not have to cut down on your carbs, go up on your protein? But all of this, not out of resistance, you can do it if you like doing it, but having more ease in your body the way it is. And whatever diseases that you have. So modboard is going to be coming shortly. I was calling it inch makeover till I realized people don't understand what inch is. And yeah, so I kind of let it go. All of that is locking your bodies up so that you're vibrationally not compatible with yourself, neither with this in this reality. So what is it?
Right.
Yeah. So you need to ask a question: am I attracted to these people who are there? When you're getting attracted to, is there electrical vibration, or am I turned on by their acoustical vibration whenever you kind of connect with them? Because the difference between acoustical attraction and electrical attraction is most of the divorces occur with electrical attraction, and most of the connections occur with acoustical attractivity. And what is acoustic? When you're being you. How many people, when you find them, oh my God, this person is yummy because they're being themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that, what will it take for you to have that? And not lock it up into your body with all the polarity that is creating a lot of diseases and unease in your body. So all of you who are in conflict with your own body all the time, you're in conflict with the universe, with God, with positive, with negative, and all the conflicts on both the sides. That is how, because that's what this polarity in this reality is doing, because it's like you're being torn apart in the poles apart. It's like, you receive one as a different being and you as a different being, and then you're constantly creating that conflict. So would you like to change that?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Nirali, coming back to your self-sabotage, tell me, what is it that is coming up for you? And if you're going to cut off your awareness, you are going to sabotage yourself, right?
Yeah. I was
So-
just thinking about the electromagnetic, what you were talking about. And,
Yes.
I mean, I've heard that word many times,
Yeah.
but I'm just wondering what it was all about.
So when you lock it up, now because there are electromagnetic charges out there, especially of thoughts, feelings, emotions, judgments, considerations, beliefs, and the works, right? I mean, that is there. Every thought has a frequency. And now when you're going to like put your barriers up, you're avoiding, I don't want to see this. Now that is going to get stuck here. If you were being space, which is when you're being interesting point of view, when you had no walls, no barriers, there is a judgment which is coming, and here the judgment goes from the other side. And you're like, wow, okay, cool, that was interesting. This person judges me. And if you could allow yourself to know that we judge others for who we are, and all the judgment that you're receiving, isn't it fun when people are judging you? And then you can look at them and you're like, interesting judgment this person has. Wow, that's so cool. And it's never about you. You just happen to be there. So it's easier to say this than to say this.
Yeah, the whole control thing, like what you said about, being a victim is also the control
Yes.
situation. And what Vandana said about, I cannot manipulate. So this is also my thing.
No,
my
but
mom-
everywhere you're lying to yourself that you cannot. You came into this world by manipulating your bloody parents to make out with each other, and then you came out. So that's such a lie. What had such liars? I was a liar too, by the way. Let me tell you. Now that I said that for the longest time that I can't manipulate, till I realized actually, me saying that I can't is actually where I am. It's just
And the
about
whole-
acknowledging.
Yeah, yeah. The whole thing about the fifth element, and it just feels a very control situation. from both sides, and there's a lot of effort, I feel.
So now
But
it is about who's going to, it's like the one-upmanship, you know, like who's going to control more or who has greater control.
yeah,
And what can you do to outcreate this control? And what if it's not wrong to be in control or have control? We're not saying control is a wrong thing or a bad thing. How can you use it to your advantage?
hmm,
And everywhere you're not willing to outcreate that and have fun with it.
hmm.
How much out of control would you have to go in this?
Completely opposite of
Yeah, but
what
then if you have a point of view about it, but if you don't have a point of view about it, you're like, hey, yeah, cool, that we can do that. That's cool.
But
What's
there is a
limiting
point
it?
of view which is very scary.
How is it scaring? What have you defined, and what are the structures hidden behind that? What is it that you find scary?
Hmm. It
What
is
as
being a new reality, and the people from this reality may not be part of that reality.
and so can you see when we say that when you come to Access, we are here giving you tools so that you can go out and create your reality. So
Hmm.
what does your reality look like? Would you like to include this reality in your reality? Then actually you just want little bit tweaking around here and there and then creating your reality. That's not even a new creation, is it?
Hmm. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah.
So then when we are saying that you can go all out and create your own reality, what would that reality look like? So how is it scary if
Hmm.
you scary because you think you're going to be left alone
Hmm.
or you don't want to leave them alone, whoever they are. Yeah. So what if I tell you that you are an infinite being and nobody can ever leave you alone? I mean, you are never alone. And if they choose the difference and if they choose to come along, they can, and and can you be an allowance of they coming along with you?
Yes.
But does that mean that you have to stop yourself, limit yourself, diminish yourself, control yourself, manipulate and get manipulated to be in their reality and not create your reality?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's literally making me sick to be part of their reality and not create mine. I've
Exactly.
been
Now,
really,
who or what are you sick of? Now, when you talk about sickness, when you talk about putting on weight, when you talk about stuff, that's where the paid call series that we're going to be doing.
yeah.
Nisha Parmani is the host. She's in Dubai, but we're going to be doing a mod board. Mod board is about how you can have your
प्लीज
modern body
कल
with a
जो
modern
कपड़े लाई
reality.
वो ट्राई कराना है
ओके ठीक है, कपड़े ट्राई कर लेंगे, नए बॉडी को भी ट्राई कर लेना फिर. That also will be fun. So that is another way of looking at things. What if you never had to cut off your awareness? What would that look like, and what can that create? So everywhere you're
Hmm.
suppressing and shutting down your awareness, and then saying that, oh hey, you know what? I feel sick. Who or what are you sick of?
Myself at times of repeating the same, like the
So
cutting of the
okay, what's
awareness.
when you know it, and what's the value of still continuing to do that? What is it?
That's the question which you even asked earlier, and I'm still, the value of it is something that is,
Well,
I'm
something must
not
be
clear.
valuable because that's why you're holding on to it, right? Something
Yeah.
must be really amazing about it. It is serving you
Hmm.
somewhere.
Hmm.
What is it serving you as and for? So basically, what happened in this 3-day body class, Neetuji is also there. What I saw was there was a lot of rejection of bodies.
Hmm.
No, and when you reject your body is when you're actually rejecting your being as well. When the being is rejected or invalidated, you start invalidating you, and then you start because you think that you're the body, and then you start cursing and hitting the body or hurting the body. And then you're like, okay, maybe if I'm not there, if I'm gone, things will be easy for other people. And that's why you're becoming the savior. when they don't want to be saved and you're still trying to save them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who are like, hey, you know what, Vandana, let's go for this class. And she'll be like, no, I'm not, I can't do this. So what I will do is, okay, if Vandana can't do it, let me also not do it. We'll do it together. And she may never do it. She may never choose it, but which would actually mean that I'm never choosing it.
Hmm.
So what fun are you getting? Because you don't want to hurt your friend? Because are you aware of the fact that if you choose that class, she'll probably no longer be your friend? And maybe you will also realize that she was probably never your friend.
Exactly.
And the parent that you created, you'd be like, oh my God, how much judgment do you have of you for creating the parents that you created?
Hmm.
Or maybe you're not even aware of the fact that you created your parents. You thought they created you.
Hmm.
Because that's what your mom keeps saying. I carried you in my womb, right? So you thought, oh, I'm their creation. As if you have no ownership and no control over yourself, and they have all the control. But what if you can now acknowledge it is not them, but you have created them. Bye, Pari. That's okay. I'm going to be wrapping up in a bit. Yes, Vandana.
So just to come back, when you talked about boredom, it really resonated, and I realized all my life I've been bored. I'm always involved with something, and I have multiple things I'm doing and all. But overall, I feel, is this going to be this for the rest of my life? Wake up in the morning, go to the gym, go to work, or be in this relationship. That underlying theme of boredom has always been the key. What is the meaning of this life? It's just like the only joy I can find is going to see a movie, or watching Netflix, or going out for dinner, or
So what are you not creating that if you started creating would add more joy and enthusiasm to your life? Because there is something that you're holding back, right? Now, if you were creating your life, would you get bored? And everywhere you're not willing to be present with your life, which is actually making you bored with your life. When we are not being present in this moment, um, being present in the moment is like, engaging with every molecule. If A is not happening and nothing happens here, you're actually creating everything. So if a particular creation is not working, you could probably ask another, and you're like, wow, what fun can I have now?
So that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm creating and I'm destroying it, and then moving on to the next thing. Now I'm bored of traveling also, done so much of it. I feel ki kya naya
Are
yaar.
you okay? Wait, hang it. Are you bored of traveling, or would you like to have your own private jet and travel in that?
Oh, travel. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, can you acknowledge that, okay, Mike, what level of creation is your body demanding and asking for that you're not listening to it?
Yes. Oh,
So
definitely.
can you, yeah, because see, I do not like to see so many people at one go, and it's probably too harassing and cumbersome. Can you acknowledge that your body is not, you do not have a problem with traveling, you have a problem with the way you're traveling.
Right. And even getting there and
So
having
the
to.
fact of the matter is, thank you for bringing this up, Vandana. You do not have a problem with your body. You have a problem with how you're treating your body.
Right.
Do you get it? With the kind of treatment or kind of space or that you're getting or not getting with your body.
Right. Right.
So it's like, you have created a big body and you're like, hey, fine, I'll go in this small little comet, I'll adjust my body in it. And the body's like, oh God, it's hurting and I'm not liking it. So there is something that you know that you're not liking, but you're not expanding your possibilities. So what enthusiasm are you missing here? That if I could do this, this will create my life differently.
Right.
So the problem is not your work, problem is not the people, problem probably is that you're not creating uh, what is true joy for you. Because in that, you wouldn't have a problem with anybody, however they're working, and you will be probably in allowance of that. Everywhere you're not in allowance of your own self.
True.
Can you let that go now?
Yes.
So Nirali, where are you not in allowance of you? The day you will be in 100% allowance of you, and allowance of
Yeah.
you means no judgment of you, no judgment of you, no judgment of you. And then you wouldn't be bothered about judging other people because you're in 100% allowance of yourself. I mean, okay, I'll tell you what happened in the morning. I was coming back from Delhi and I was in Vistara. So I asked her what, okay, she was serving the breakfast. I said, and after a body class, everything my body was telling, and I was like, okay, wow, what a flow, what a flow. My body's taking me wherever, it's taking me. And then I got into in my mind, I used my head over there and I said, okay, what is vegetarian? She said something, it did not register. And I was like, yeah, okay, give me vegetarian. Because I was like, okay, it's too hot and I should not be having non-vegetarian. Bullshit. The minute I opened, I'm like, okay, I really am not in. I mean, this is not fun. I had one or two bites and I left it. Normally, we Indians do not leave food. And in my head, I'm like, okay, she's coming again. Can I ask her again? Can I ask her again? Can she? Because the guy who was sitting next to me had non-vegetarian, which was omelette and stuff. It was egg. And I was like, this would have been better. And I was like, oh, body, what did you create? Instantaneously, there was like one moment where I went into wrongness of me. Why did I order this? And truth, who was I being? Because almost every 5, 6 other people took only vegetarian. So where was that influence? Like, how was I getting influenced there? And where is it that I did not choose for me? And I'm like, okay, what will it take? Rather than judging myself and begrudging myself and can I change it? So I just asked, and I was okay if she would have said no. I said, hey, you know what? I did not like your vegetarian. Though it was nice, but I didn't like it. No, I had to say, I manipulated. I said, I did not like your vegetarian. Could you give me, could I have some non-vegetarian that thing? She said, yeah, sure. Cool. Can you ask for things without making yourself wrong for it and without feeling rejected that she said no? Having no point of view about it? What's the worst that will happen? They will say, no, I'm sorry, we don't serve, you've already taken. Cool, no problem. But having not asked is missing out all those 99 shots that you haven't played. So what do you love about your missed shots? So missing your shots or missed shots, I mean, that's what I've figured out, that, just ask. Even if it makes you look silly or dumb or stupid. If you had no point of view of dumb, stupid, being an asshole, what fun could that be? Because we've forgotten how to laugh at ourselves. Do you know that? If you could learn to laugh at yourself, I think life will be so much fun. Like if you're walking and you fall, and then you get up and you walk a few miles and then you fall again. So rather than judging, I don't know what's wrong with you, I keep falling, I don't like it, I don't know what my body is going through. Instead, if you could just simply say, I fell down again. Which one would you prefer? The second one, right? I mean, it's much lighter.
Yeah.
And then you dust yourself and start walking again. Huh? Is there anyone? Okay. So yeah, what if you're not wrong? That's what I would say. And what if you did not have to judge, even if you think you were wrong and you still didn't have to judge yourself for that? Right? Any questions? Anyone can ask. Cool. So what is it that you would like to listen to next time? And what is it that we can talk, discuss, and enjoy? Can we talk on joy next time? Because I think that is something which is really missing. Because you know what? You really want to make money? Then be joyful. Because money follows joy. Joy doesn't follow money. Right?
Right.
But I don't think you guys want money, so you can be all the sadness. That's absolutely okay. I have no point of view about it. I love sad people also. I will not judge you for being sad. I won't. You still be my students in a way, like, or connections or whatever you want to be associated with me as. I won't judge you. By the way, Inside Out Part 2 is coming. I'm not getting any money for promoting it, but yeah, go watch it because it's all about emotions.
Oh,
Yeah, 14 June,
nice.
it's getting released. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, yeah, this movie that changed my life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Yeah. You know what? We just love movies, and then we're like, we had a good time. Thank you so much. The popcorn was good, and I'm gonna be back to my shit. It was nice. What if life did not have to be like that? And you could choose something else. So cool. Thank you. We
Thank
just got done with the class. Yes, Moment. Of course you did. Okay, you have a question. I thought nobody has. Yes, Moment.
So, Kavi, I have a question which is just what you said, ki movie dekha and then you go back into your reality. So when you
Yeah,
do a class and then
we
again
do that.
you,
We go
yeah,
back into that. So we get
yeah.
sucked
So
into it, right? Because we've made that significant that, okay, I was conscious for 3 days. Now let me go back to the unconsciousness around me because I want to be fitting in. And I am the fifth element. If I don't do it, who else will? If I don't clean up the house, my house will never be clean. I am the one who else is going to do that?
yeah, so is there any question that we can you play with at that point of time? And like you put an alarm
Hmm.
that this is when you have to go out. What can we do in that space then? If there has to be something like an alarm, okay, now you are entering into that space.
So, see, this one, Dane has given us that app, right? Who does it belong to?
Yeah.
Is this
Mm-hmm.
yours? Is that your reality? Pop up and then pop up and then pop up. You can pop out of it because it's not your reality. Even if it
Yeah.
feels so real, it feels so true in that moment, it's still not yours. You're aware of it, but
Yeah.
it's still not yours.
So,
Your body is giving you all the information, but body is giving you the information of what the other people's bodies are going through. You are just aware of it, and not just what is going on in your house, but also beyond that.
so if I'm aware of somebody who's just pulling my energy and I was pulling
Are they
the
pulling?
energy
Are they
all the
sucking your energy?
more,
No, no, no.
sucking, sucking,
So
sucking.
if they are suckers, what is it that we got to do?
So
Foundation.
I pull the energy all the more.
Why? No, you don't have to pull back. You have to only flow energy so that you don't get sucked out.
Okay.
You
And
just
I
fill them up.
puke later on.
That's it. Because you see, what happens is it's your natural system is to clean them up and then pick that garbage and then throw it out. Is that what your body is doing? Because they went to some place and they picked up all that
Yeah.
crap from there. Now who has, oh, I have to stay with the same person, can't help it. So okay, let me just clear it up.
Inside my head, I was like, okay, I am aware. I am aware. I don't have to I don't have to choose it again.
Hmm.
Yet my body automatically started doing it. I
Yeah,
was
but
fine.
and can you, the
I
day you
slept.
have no
Yeah.
no point of view about it, because when you're more with unconscious people, you will feel very dense and sleepy.
Yeah. And the moment I woke up, I was like bloated again. And I was like, what this is? We just finished with the body class, and I'm like, wow, I was feeling so great. My body knows, and it's on the right side, just the right side of my head.
Okay, so
There's so much, yeah. And I was
what's
in
right?
question, what is my body aware of? Okay, what's right about this? Is
Yeah,
that?
or is your body truth? Okay, is there some kind of rejection, or is there some kind of betrayal that you have a point of view about, or you're
Rejection
aware
is
of?
more light.
Okay, yeah. So what
Yeah.
rejection am I aware of? Oh, and what kind of rejection are you making it right or wrong? Okay,
Mm.
so when you're talking about the head, what kind of responsibilities and duties which you are loaded with? And Are they your responsibilities and duties, or are you aware of somebody else's responsibilities or duties? What are you refusing to receive? Or what are you
That
refusing to be aware of?
it's their responsibility. I would not like to choose that.
Correct. So what are you refusing to be aware of? And everywhere you then again end up being the big five, catering to what they require, and then you end up doing it anyway. Because you think if you don't, then who else will?
Yes.
So that only I have to do it, nobody else is going to do it. So let me be the martyr.
Yeah.
And what
So
do
I
you
got
love
it.
about being the martyr?
I was in many
And
lifetimes
what are you sick of? What, yes, you were. And what are you sick of? And who are you sick of?
of staying with unconscious people.
So would you like to go forward with your new body and your new life, not go back home or
Yeah,
back to your life? What if you didn't have to do that? What would that look like? So are you sick of
much
going
better.
home?
Yes, yesterday, even after the class, I was like, can I go to a place which has a different vibe, not the same
Yeah, that,
place? Otherwise, I'll get entrapped in it
yeah.
again.
Yeah, so yeah, so what if your body might get sick and not feel as well because you're probably detoxing all your judgments? And
Yeah.
can you ask body to have ease with it?
Okay.
And also, if I'm sick of going home, what is my kind place or place of ease that I can create now?
I'll be with
Where
that
I
Maybe,
feel
person.
happy.
Yeah.
maybe in your house, maybe somewhere else, and you just simply ask, where is it that my body is totally ease? Let me be there.
Okay. I'll be
Can I
with that
share?
person.
And then not still judging your body for throwing out and puking out the shit,
Mm,
like
Yeah.
no judgment whatsoever.
Yes. I'll be in question and with no point of view.
Correct. So,
Yeah.
oh, body, now what are you bloated with? Oh, whose anger is that?
Mm,
Okay, what's going on? What are we not being able to digest? Ah, okay. Body, are you giving me the awareness that somebody is going through that? Or is it ours? Is it truly ours?
Okay.
And everywhere I align and agreed with to make it mine, you have to release that.
Yes. And is there something to do? I was eating, I ate dal today, and that dal, my mother used to say, ke gastric ho jata hai.
Is that a point of view?
Did I? It is a point of view, and I
It is.
poked it there. Yeah, it is.
No, but what if it's not going to go with just one pod and pop? Because it is your deep-rooted thought because you've had it since you were a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what we're going to be doing and undoing a lot of stuff in modifying bodies. That's what
Modifying
a
bodies.
series is going to
Okay.
come of 10 calls where we are only going to be talking about bodies and how your body can be modified with the weight, with stuff that is going on. How do we change that? And how do we have ease with our bodies? That is coming up shortly.
All right.
Mostly we're starting from 10th. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.